Shanghai, China. More than 90 million people. Across our world today, more than 55% of all people live in cities. While this increased movement towards cities offers people the promise of a better life, is this rapid urbanization doing any good for our planet? With the theme Better City, Better Life, the 2010 Shanghai World Expo is trying to answer this difficult question. This huge event brings together over 250 countries and world organizations to showcase themselves to more than 70 million expected visitors. But are these participating countries really here to promote sustainable development? Or are they just trying to attract Chinese tourists? One thing is certain, that for the first time in World Expo history, there is a place dedicated towards promoting sustainable development practices. In the urban best practices area, 48 cities come together to showcase some of the world's best sustainable practices. While each of these city pavilions provide an excellent insight into sustainable development, one cannot visit the London Pavilion without feeling particularly inspired. Through its promotion of a Zed Lifestyle, the London Pavilion is not only an ecological building that integrates new green technologies, but an entirely new concept on how to live sustainably.
Your daily lifestyle in your daily lifestyle. A Zed Lifestyle is basically about respecting the environment in which you live. It's about harnessing the energies that you have around you in that environment, and also about the preservation of the environment. So it's a whole-scale, holistic mode of living involving architecture, working and your lifestyle. It's already been applied on a larger scale in the UK, which is where the project was born. In 2002, there was the first low-carbon housing project in South London. This was Bed Zed, and Bed Zed is a medium-density housing unit that involves a live-work unit using exactly the same principles. And the Zed Pavilion is actually a refit, if you like, of the original model. Only this time we've made it into more of an exhibition space. It can also be used on a high-density building project, and it's also applicable to industrial design as well. There are numerous technologies that we employ in the building methods. Not only the construction method itself is almost halving the carbon output of the construction method, because we reuse a fly ash and mix that with a concrete to create an aggregate that can actually make the solid foundation of our building. And then, as you can see, we've got solar PV panels on all of our south face roofing, and then we've got the green roofing systems on our north facades as well, both to generate energy and also to give us some shade, some extra insulation in the winter. The wind cowls actually are used to draw clean air into our building, and then that actually negates the use of normal air conditioning technologies, so we're saving again on our energy output with that. The other use of a natural harness is the rainwater recycling. So we collect the rainwater, and then that's given into an underground pond, and then that's recycled for what we call grey water use, so flushing the toilets, and also irrigation of the roofing systems as well. Probably the last thing to note is the biomass generator, which helps us to create the holistic system with our restaurant, whereby the waste is managed on a circular level, so from food to waste, and then that waste is again recycled, which creates a biofuel that can power maybe a car. The thing that I would say makes it the most sustainable is the way that it's been fitted out inside, as well as the actual building being made from recycled materials. Inside, as you can see in the conference room, we've commissioned students to redesign our chairs for us, and the premise for that was that the chairs had to either be made from a chair that existed or a material that was already available to be recycled. And throughout the conference room we've used this element. The idea for the bar is to make it a one-cycle restaurant, whereby we have beer that's produced via low-carbon methods, and then we also negate the use for waste also with our plates. The plates themselves are like a pastry base, and you can eat them after you've eaten your meal, and you can also eat your chopsticks as well. It follows through into other elements of the bar, such as the bottles in the ceilings, which are old beer bottles. And then the glass in the actual bar itself is also made from recycled bits of glass. And again, as we were saying with the furniture in the conference room, the furniture that we've employed in the bar is also made from products that were actually on the site before Expo was excavated. So we're following through the same principles and trying to make what we call a holistic style of architecture.